That looks good. I think you got the consistency, babe. The corner is a little...
Which corner?
Because isn't that going to produce a lump?
What are we talking about?
The lump right there in the corner.
I'm not going all the way to the corner. I should have a 1/4 inch that I don't go into.
Okay, but you're still going to have a lump. Exactly. Okay. What?
You're so easy to work with. I love it. I need more water. That's definitely too thick. Thank you, darling. I don't need a whole bunch, but I need enough to thin it out a little bit. Because it's going to sit. You gotta let it sit for 5 minutes. And after that, it's going to be, then you spin it again, but it's going to be real thick at that point. The thing is, I don't know. Is it too thick?
I don't think so.
I guess we're going to find out.
My father used to say that experience is what you get when you don't get what you wanted.
Okay, having never done this before.
No matter what it is you decide you're going to do in life, there's always going to be that first time. And it's usually not as good as your second, or your fifth, or your 10th. People who don't write well get better when they write more. People who don't do math well get better when they practice math. And the only way you're going to get better at doing tile is to start laying tile.
This video was sponsored by Lasgu. Lasgu laser levels are incredibly capable and affordably priced. This is a compact, practical option for basic cross-leveling work, suitable for flooring, tiling, molding, and trim installation, and also cabinets. It is self-leveling within 4 degrees, and if you exceed that 4 degrees, the laser will flash until you return it to a position that is within the laser's capabilities. The Lasgu LG Cross is affordable enough to tuck into your toolbox and take anywhere. Go to lasgu.com or find one on Amazon, put it in your toolbox, and step up your DIY game. Now I've got to get back out there and get working on this build.
Am I supposed to back butter this thing?
That's what I thought you were supposed to do. And you want me to do those? I can back butter and hand them to you. We may not need to because they're not that big.
Holy crap, I'm getting it everywhere. This is terrible. It's already a disaster. I'm gonna need some rags. And I'm sure people are gonna tell me I'm wrong, and this is sliding down the wall.
No.
Yeah,
So it has too much on there.
Well, I'm doing what I'm doing, so no back buttering.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely don't need a back buttering. Yeah, that's...
Some DIY projects go great from the very beginning. At least, I've heard rumors about that sort of thing.
I think we have too much on there. It's just way too much stuff.
Give me the other one. Give me the 1/4 by 1/4, but you can't go less than that.
Okay. Let me get your new tile.
Hold on. You don't need another tile. I just need to scrape this off a little bit. Should be fine.
Are you going to scrape that whole wall?
I'm just going to cut the groove again, so it should... Good luck getting it off. Maybe this is why they hire people to do this. Let's see if we can fix this. That's my center line.
Our plan for the day is starting to fall apart, and we're getting a little bit frustrated. But fortunately, we've been here before, and we know that if we just stick it out and stay on each other's side, we can work through this. And even if we don't make it work, fussing at each other isn't going to help.
Much better.
I need clean rags. Get the whole bag and bring it in here.
Okay. That looks good, and they're not sliding.
If this isn't a disaster, it'll be a miracle.
No, it looks good. It's starting to look really good. Can you Google when your tile slides down?
Some folks said it was too thin, but I can't see how it's too thin.
Who said it
Well, that's what some people said. It's not what everybody said.
Wait.
Some people said to put something underneath of it to hold it. It said you should put it in and corkscrew it a little bit, and it shouldn't move. Put that level underneath of there to hold it. That level.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Jafana said the next week that her co-workers asked her what she did that weekend, and she smiled and said, "We did tile, and we still like each other." The whole job took a little longer than I expected it to take, and we had to fuss a lot more with the tiles. But when we finished, it turned out to looking pretty good, and we got some experience. I probably can't count the times since we've started working on this house that people have asked if I would ever do it again. It isn't always a simple answer.
I don't.
You're such a diva. Oh my gosh.
We sold our house and moved over 100 miles away to a 150-year-old farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. That was about half an hour from anything. I've never doubted that we could do it, but I may have underestimated the task, and I may have overestimated my skill set in the beginning.
Didn't I pick great tiles?
It's great. It's friggin' phenomenal. I'm not sure how to make the edge.
What edge?
Well, see, these are rounded, right? When you're rounded, the color goes around because it's baked into it. Well, I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut the tile, and it's gonna have a cut edge.
So, but when you grout it, I don't think it shows so much. I don't think it's a big deal.
No, it's gonna, so,
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Because you're gonna cut.
okay, we are at day 2 of the tile, and this turned out surprisingly well. Yesterday when it started, we were not having a good time. We were fussing a little bit, but we are very happy with the way that back wall turned out. Now, I have switched the camera over to a wider angle so that it's a little easier in this cramped space of this shower to see what we're doing. But right now I am digging that. And we had to make a choice on how we were going to center the tiles. We could center on the niche or we could center on the wall. I chose to center on the wall because I think it just overall looks more symmetrical, and you have a little bit of offset on the way the niche is there. But we're going to be able to tile that in. It shouldn't be a problem. Jafana does not want us to use the pre-made edges, so we're just going to have tile up to the edge, and we're going to see how that looks.
Yourself is not.
You can tell them that you think that we have better mud today than yesterday.
I thought we have better mud yesterday. Because you listened to me.
I don't like it.
What don't you like?
Listening to you.
But sometimes I'm right. Get that drop before it goes. There you go. That is a much better consistency. I can tell already.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, are you
I'm looking at how high it needs to go.
There's people that just like put it on.
Yeah, I don't do this for a living.
I know, but they make it look so easy. They just use one trowel.
It's a trick. It's a trick. That's how they trick you into thinking you can do this.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this look easy. Sell you all the supplies. And then we're gonna sell you the supplies again when we sell you our service to install it because you messed it up.
You ready to go? Because you're putting a lot on.
By the time we were done last night, we were rolling.
Yeah, that was the top part. This is the bottom, babe.
Don't be complaining.
No, I'm just telling you. Right, it's going faster.
Those feelings of self-doubt that you have in the beginning don't last long. Because the more work that you do, the more success that you have. And the more success that you have, the more you learn, and the better you get, and the less that you have doubt. You'll probably still make some mistakes.
But it's in there.
It's in there. It's got sting.
Yeah, barely. Let's see this thing.
It's pretty not bad.
It's pretty good. The top row could be prettier.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Where? Oh, you went right there.
Look, it's right in the middle all the way until it gets to the second from the top row and it starts to lean. And then that top one is like definitely off.
So we can't really get it
And
out.
it's too late now.
It's fine. Let's just scrape the stuff off the top and make sure these are like pushed.
Well, look at that. Not bad considering this is the first time I've ever tiled anything, and I don't think Japana has either. But it's looking pretty good. There have been a few times while we were doing this that I felt like the mixture, the consistency of the mortar wasn't quite right, but we are loving it. I'm gonna come in here tomorrow and I'm gonna get this wall done and I'm gonna start working on that niche. And by the way, this wouldn't be a bad time to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done it. But I'll be back in here tomorrow and I plan on finishing out that wall and getting things set up. I'm gonna go ahead and check over to make sure I haven't done any damage to the floor because I've been stepping all over it. But I've tried to only step on the areas where I had the tarp. I gotta say I'm pretty pleased. This looks pretty good. And once this bathroom is done, that's gonna have a real good look. It's tiny. I mean, it's definitely a small bathroom. It's a commode right next to a shower. But being able to go to the bathroom, being able to wash yourself, that's pretty much what's required. I'm gonna go ahead and, using my Lasgu laser level, it has been tremendous for the cabinets, for setting the propane tank, for doing the tile. So I can't express how pleased I am with this laser. And the best part about it is, I mean, compared to the others, it's dirt cheap and it works really, really well. It self-levels. It's just, I've checked it. I've put the level up against it. It is fantastic. Nice and bright. You can see way down the hallway with the thing. Technology has come far enough that you can put one of these in your toolbox for cheap. All right. Let's see here. Flicking it on my knees. That is perfectly aligned with that tile next to it. The only problem is it's pretty far away. Getting ready to put things together so I can finish up the tiling. I want to get the grout done. One of the things I'm going to need is a little egg beater mixer. When I was here last time, I started cleaning my tools and apparently didn't finish cleaning the egg beater, and I left it in a bucket of water. It was down to the teens last night, and you know, it's not frozen all the way through. Looks like there's some in the middle there that's not frozen. Could be worse. Temperatures are climbing back up into the 20s now, so I'll set this over in the sun. I might even stick it in next to the wood stove, just get that top piece of ice to loosen up a little bit so I can get it out of there. If I pull it out, maybe I can be king. Stuff up here.
Where's your little... okay.
It's working. Now I know why they sell these little plastic ones that are like 4 inches square.
It's for these spaces?
It's just a little square of grid so you can get it into small spaces.
Doing great.
This piece. This one here. This right here. Try to get this thing on here without putting too much pressure on it. It is a tight fit without a question.
Alright.
Well, it's getting to be a late night. I want to be getting out of here. But I've got the niche done. Niche. I have the niche done. And I've gotten the mixer and the shower head area done. I think it's looking pretty good. I will definitely be happy with it. I'm going to come back in here tomorrow and we're going to start working on the grout. Of course, I still have the tile on the floor to do. One thing at a time.